All right, guys, we're throwing this video in here. Customer dropped off this bike. It's a Katana 750. I actually don't even know what year it is. Yep, GSX 750F. It is a 92. All right, so that's about our year. And we have an 88 and a 94 over there. Just don't have a 750. So he stopped by and told me that his key broke off in his lock. So there it is. I'm not sure if we can fish that out or not, but we're gonna try and get a code off of this because he said that key is the same as his gas key, and now we can't put gas in the tank. It is different. The ignition key is different, so we can't get a code off of that. Two options: destroy this lock and open it, get this whole thing off and order a new one. That's one option. In that option, we still can't get the seat off. So it'd be better to see if I can get a code off of this lock. So that's what we're gonna do. Somehow he did have the seat unlocked, which is good. So I don't want to accidentally push that down. That is where it locks on. So, or no, there's where it locks on. What's this? This doesn't have a thing on the back. I don't know what this is. So anyway, yeah, seat pins lock into that. So that's where this wire goes. And we're gonna work on getting into this. I think what we'll do, this is all loose. It's probably how he got the seat off. So we're gonna pull this bolt off, and it looks like I can get in behind. And then there's two bolts sitting in on the lock. And hopefully all we need to do is get in behind there and get that off, and hopefully we have a code on there. If not, we'll have to look into other options. Well, as excited as I was to get this off, I was able to kind of just pull this out after removing the 10mm bolt right there. And then there's two 10mm bolts holding this in there, so I was able to pull that out. And to my dismay, I don't see any key codes anywhere on this. So, nothing on the housing, nothing on the back. That's sad. So now what I'm gonna do is try and get this key actually out of here, and then at least I can get the gas tank open, and maybe we can just replace. Well, he'll never be able to get his seat off again. That's sad. Maybe we can just replace this and get a new key here, or maybe the code's on there. I don't think so, but we can look. But before I drill this out, which is probably the only way we're going to get in here, because the key to this matches the seat lock, and we don't have a key code for the seat lock, and what's left of the key is down in here. So I was like, how can I get this key out? Don't even really think I need to, but hey, whatever. I'm gonna try and use my personal tweezers, try and pull that key out. All right, guys, well, tell you what, where'd I put my tool here? Tweezers, I couldn't get in there for any good grab. But what I ended up doing was fishing it out with this little hook, this little pick here. So I got the key, this one, I got this one out. But the key is actually broken in two. So this is what we have left. Right there. This is what we got. Isn't that exciting? So, what can I do with this? Well, before I drill this out, like I said, I'd like to make it work. So, why don't we run this over to the locksmith and see if he can make something out of this, because I do have the rest of the key. So guys, in this case, I was able to use a magician, local locksmith, that was able to cut me a key. The only way we were able to do that is because we had the old pieces in here. So that's the leftover key. And this one works in the seat lock. So amazing. So now what we're gonna try and do, see, look at that, is see if it works in the gas cap. And then if we need a second one, which might be a good idea in this case, Don't want to break it off in the gas cap. I'm going to mess with this a little bit with 2 hands, see if I can't get it to work. It has turned a little bit, but I'm afraid I'm going to stress the key here, and I don't want to do that. So I throw some PB Blaster in there, and it could actually be the latches on the inside, which you can't really get to. So I'm just going to lube this up. And I know it's going to get in the tank, but what are you going to do? Need to let that sit for a few minutes. I can't even turn it back to where I need to be. So right now, hopefully this does its job and I can turn it one way or the other. In the meantime, we'll reinstall the seat lock. I was careful not to latch this down. So basically, where's the cord? The cable. There's the cable. I'm gonna slide the cable back into right there, slip it in, and then it sits in there. And then we'll just take the 2 10mm bolts, put this back together. Now that we got this remounted with the 2 10mm bolts in there, make sure that she lined up there with the hole. I'm gonna lube that stuff up too. Make sure that what we've worked on is gonna fly. Just lube it up a little bit there. Lube it up a little bit there. All right, got the bolt mounted back in there. We didn't have any of the lower ones, so it is what it is. And now I'm gonna see if this has done anything in the last couple minutes. We really don't want to stress this thing, just get it moving. Obviously don't want to bend the key, so I'm gonna work this in a little bit while we wait. Hey, got it to turn enough that she's free. She's free, look at that. So now we're into the tank, and all these bolts are loose, so it's not sitting right. I guess I'm gonna lube all this up and bolt down all these bolts and sop up all my stuff here. We're in the tank now. Tank looks decent. We'll put some gas in it and show you that she runs and starts. Just set this down here for now. Success, that's all we needed to do. Okay, let's test this guy quick. Make sure these are moving smoothly. Yep, seat lock's moving smoothly. I feel comfortable with putting that down. So we don't need in here anymore. Like I said, I don't even know what that is. Wonder if that's for a, I don't know. So put this, I'm gonna lube up the ignition too. Okay, I put a gallon of fuel in there. Let's work on getting this seat back on. Like I said, I don't think I need to be in here anymore, but I have a key to do it now. All right, so as long as that's lined up, it's gonna pop back into place. Well, it will. Maybe I need 2 hands for that one. Okay. Yeah, before I put this fuel door back on, see if she'll start. Neutral. That's good. I don't know if you need to pull in the clutch. Choke is on. Let's see what happens. Yep, you need to pull in the clutch. All right. Well, give her a little time here. Maybe I can get her started. I'll let you know. All right, well, she's cranking but not firing, but that's not what I was hired to do. I was hired to get in here, and we did that just fine. Now, do I trust putting this? I put the cap back on. This is 4mm bolts if it's the same as yours. And I would say this guy should go get a second key made for this, even though I did lube everything up. And it's moving freely now. I feel like it needs some more motion. It's working, it's just a little sticky, so I'm gonna lube that up a little better. But yeah, maybe the battery's too dead to fire. Maybe I'll go get a jump pack for it. I did just charge one up. And see if we can get it running. Just to check, the battery's power is at 1236. So it's a little low. Let's go get a jump pack, see if we can get it to fire up. And maybe we could use some starter fluid just to get it pumping. But let's go see if a jump pack will do it. Okay, yeah, she fires on starting fluid. The intakes are right there. She fires right up on starting fluid. There's bad gas in the carburetors, I'm thinking, so it's gonna take a while to get that fuel, the good fuel, into there. So we're just pushing out crappy gas. We can start it with starting fluid. She hasn't been running in a while. There's all kinds of dust. They're burning off of the fuel pipe. There's definitely bad gas in the carburetors. Hopefully he can work that out. Choke is completely off. I do not know how long this bike was sitting. Okay, I don't know anything about this bike. It's revving way too high. I don't know why. I did get it running, which is where we're supposed to be. I wonder if the something's stuck in the carburetor. It's giving it more fuel than it needs. But I got him in the gas tank. That was the whole goal. So yeah, I wonder if she'll start now. I can't do it with one hand. I wonder if she'll start now without choke since it's warmed up. Okay, she needs to settle down. She really needs to settle down. I don't know what that's about. But that's not what she's here for. So, guys, when you can't get a key code, maybe your locksmiths are good enough to get in and get the key made from pieces of the key. So, it's worth a shot anyway. She's running. I guess that's a success. And I don't know, she needs to be put through her paces here. She's revving way too high. That's not what I like, but I did do my job. So anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy Suzuki Katana. Well, not exactly, but choke is completely off. It's so weird why it's doing that. So anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Get out and ride. This guy's revving way too high. Hey, this doesn't even have a license plate on it. Interesting. I don't know when the last time this thing ran, but something's sticking in the carburetors because it's revving way too high. Choke is off and I can't get it to come down. Turn it on, it instantly revs to 5. I don't know, something's off and I don't have time to work on it before I go away. So, dang it. Also, the kickstand is bent, where it mounts. So, that could use some attention. When you push it down, you gotta actually pull it out, and then, yeah, it's not great. So anyway, well, did my part. did my part.